Welcome back. For more on our top stories and others, please visit our website, channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. You can watch us on the go on any mobile device by logging on to m.channelstv.com or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. Having the Channels TV and Channels 24 app will give you access to news and updates. You also have the Eyewitness feature, so you too can be part of the news. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu and follow the instructions to share those pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. And staying with issues of diversification, the United Kingdom has pledged to partner the Nasarawa state government in areas of agriculture, mining, housing and infrastructure to help shore up its economic base. The British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Paul Thomas, was a guest to Governor Tanko Makura at the Government House, Lafia.
In mass housing, in infrastructure, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I know His Excellency is getting on with that work and doing it very well. And all of those sectors, all of those priorities are areas where the UK has expertise, where British companies can come to this state and engage with you, look at the opportunities and see in what way they can contribute to the economic development of Nasarawa State.
I would like to take the opportunity of this courtesy to bring to our notice that we acknowledge and appreciate all the support we are getting in terms of this international partner support. In particular, we want to assure you that whatever support that comes from Nasarawa State will be personally supervised by me to ensure that the ultimate objective and results are achieved as much as possible.
Well, a team from the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, UNICEF, has been assessing the camps for internally displaced persons within and outside Maiduguri, Borno State. The team, led by UNICEF's Deputy Executive Director of Programs and Emergencies, says there's a need to tackle the problem of food scarcity, even though resources are scarce and time of the essence. UNICEF estimates that nearly 50,000 children are severely malnourished. Nevertheless, the team says it is ready to increase its support and try to fill the gaps observed during their tours.
Nearly 50,000 children are severely malnourished as a result of this food insecurity. We've scaled up our programs, again working with other partners and supporting government efforts. I must say that first and foremost is the government of Nigeria, which is responding to this crisis. We are here to support the efforts of the government. So far we have scaled up our response, and the nutrition community has reached 12,000 children that are severely malnourished per month. We need, though, to quadruple that number, 4 times that number, in order to reach all of the children that are severely malnourished. Children that are severely malnourished, if they are not treated quickly, they are at risk of dying, both for malnutrition but also for other diseases such as diarrhea and malaria.
Resources are scarce, time is short. We need to have very much an approach that takes every opportunity to tackle the problem, and the water sector. Access to safe water is a very important part of this strategy.
And staying in the northeast, 3 people have died in a fire outbreak at an internally displaced people's camp in Konduga local government area of Borno State. The Madandarari camp, located inside the College of Business Administration, houses 6,213 IDPs, and the emergency response team of the National Emergency Management Agency, drafted to the scene in collaboration with the Borno State Emergency Management Agency, has put out the fire. NEMA, through its Northeast spokesperson, Abdul Qadir Ibrahim, said the fire started at about 10:40 a.m. from the cooking areas, spreading through the camp. The injured have already been evacuated to the State Specialist Hospital in Maiduguri for treatment. The Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shuaibu, says his government is taming the problem of rural-urban migration as well as illegal migration to Europe through grassroots economic development. Mr. Shuaibu said this at a sensitization workshop in Benin City organized by the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons in the South-South geopolitical zone. The National Commissioner for the Refugee, Migrants and IDPs Commission also paid a visit to the IDPs in Edo State, pledging the support of the Commission to their welfare.
This is a gathering of officials of the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons, led by the National Commissioner, Sadiya Umar Farouk, and members of the civil society organizations of Nigeria from the South-South geopolitical zone. They are here in Benin City, the Edo State capital, for a 2-day sensitization workshop on measures to get the involvement of the grassroots in national discourse on migration.
In particular, in the endemic set of the South-South, the peculiar reasons for trafficking in person and smuggling of migrants are the glamorization of Europe and foreign lands.
The Deputy Governor of Edo State, Honorable Philip Shuaibu, addresses newsmen on the determination of Godwin Obaseki administration to tame illegal migration through economic development and empowerment.
That Mr. Governor, in his inauguration speech, made it clear that we are going to domesticate governance at community level. Everything will be bottom up, not up down. And so far, even in the issue of appointment, issue of jobs and everything, we have domesticated it at the community level. So I think that is the starting point.
From here, the National Commissioner visits the internally displaced persons at the Christian Home for the Needy at Hogwa. Here she becomes emotional, bemoaning the hardship created by the insurgency in the northeast of the country.
We'll come back and see how we are going to help you with some skills. You'll be able to do something and take care of your children. Thank you very much.
She assures the coordinator of the center of their support.
Food is the most challenging because the population, the higher percentage of the population, they are quite very, very young, but ambitious. And you can see that all of them are going back to their classes, they are in school. I wish you see their NECO results.
We're going to see how we can come in and augment their efforts in areas of their schooling, as well as their living conditions. The government will do its best, it will play its part, but that will not stop the well-meaning Nigerians to come in and also support the government.
This visit hopefully should help in shaping a more effective federal government policy on migration.
Well, from Edo, let's take you to Osun State, where the Minister of Interior, Abdurrahman Dambazao, says the federal government will not condone any act of retaliation from the ethnic clash that occurred in Ile-Ife recently. Reading out the Riot Act during a visit to Arewa community in Sabo, where the crisis occurred on the 8th of March 2017, the minister said security agencies are on top of the situation that may pose as a threat to peace.
Yoruba people are very peaceful people, accommodating people, and who welcome strangers from anywhere in the world. So this thing that happened a few days ago, it is nothing about Hausa against Yoruba or Yoruba against Hausa. No. It has nothing to do with race, it has nothing to do with religion, it has nothing to do with creed. It is character. Those are criminals, so we don't need to protect them. Therefore, nobody should take the law into his or her own hands. Nobody should seek revenge or reprisal. We've said that. So, we at the federal side, federal government, will do everything possible to ensure that peace reigns everywhere.
News across Nigeria continues in just a moment. Stay with us.